Today I wanted to talk about eggs because I used to be an egg addict. I used to eat eggs almost every single day, especially in college. It was just a quick and easy meal. I thought that was healthy and nutritious for me, so I ate eggs all the time. And when I decided to go vegan, of course eggs was something that had to go. A lot of people don't see an issue with eggs. I want to share just a couple of reasons why I personally do not eat eggs. First off, starting with the health side, eggs have zero dietary fiber. Eggs have a ton of cholesterol that is completely unneeded, especially since our bodies already make cholesterol. 70% of eggs' calories also come from fat, and most of that fat is saturated fat, which is the bad fat. From one of the articles that I was reading, one of my favorite articles that I've come across about eggs on Forks Over Knives website, they said, why so much fat and cholesterol in such a tiny package in an egg? And it said eggs hold every piece of the puzzle to create a new life. Feathers, eyes, beak, brain, heart. So that totally makes sense. So that's why there's all that in there, and it's definitely not good for our health. Eggs are linked to things such as diabetes, cancer, heart disease. The egg industry can also not say that eggs are healthy, safe, or nutritious, but they use other words such as fresh or nutrient dense, which isn't a legal term, so they can use that term. You can say potato chips are nutritionally dense. As far as the animal cruelty side of the egg industry, chickens are placed into battery cages. So 1 to I think 10 chickens can be placed in this cage, and they're just in poor living conditions, cramped. They can't even spread their wings. They've got feces and urine in the cages, and they're living with birds that have died in the cage with them. It's just a very gruesome and a horrible life that they live for about 2 years until they go off to be slaughtered. And as most of you guys know, the male chicks are unfortunately useless, so they are ground up alive or put in a bag to suffocate. These chickens are just seen as egg-making machines. They're not seen as animals, and unfortunately they live a pretty crappy life. So here is a cruelty-free as well as healthy tofu scramble. It kind of resembles eggs. One of my good friends who loves eggs just like I did also loved this recipe and said it was very similar to eggs. So I hope you guys are able to try it, and let me know your thoughts on eggs down below. If you used to eat eggs and maybe you still crave them. I don't know. I never had a craving after I found out everything about eggs, but I do like to make this tofu scramble, so I hope you guys enjoy. For my tofu scramble, I decided to use green onion, tomato, potatoes, regular onion, an avocado, cilantro, and then I'm using firm tofu. So the first thing I'm doing is just cutting these organic tomatoes into cubes potatoes into cubes because the potatoes are the thing that takes the longest to cook, so I just start cooking those first. I cut a little slit in the tofu and then just drain out most of the juice, and then I like to use a paper towel just to blot out the rest of the tofu juice in there, just so it doesn't get really watery when you start cooking the tofu. So this is the finished product. I added avocado on top and a little bit of garlic salt. It is really good. To be honest, the tofu is a bit bland, so adding in the onion and the garlic and the tomatoes really help to bring out the flavor, but it's really delicious and you guys should try it. Thanks for watching.